Good morning, guys. It is 8:43 a.m. and it's Sunday, May the 2nd. Happy birthday to my granddaughter, Luna. She is officially into the terrible twos today. Um, Her birthday party it's not really a party. It's just like, show up if you want to, don't show up if you don't. But they're taking her over to the zoo. And I don't know if I want to go over there yet or not. So we'll see. But yeah, so today's Luna's birthday. So I'm getting ready to flip the camera down and then I'll show you guys what I've been up to. And then I'll be playing around with some gluing and stuff. So just trying to pass the time. So give me 1 second and I'll turn the camera down to my desk top. I can get it to. It's gonna be like kind of at a crooked angle, but we'll be okay. All right. Let's see if I can get it to stay trimmed like this. Oh, that took it all the way off. Yeah, so we're having technical difficulties this morning, so close your eyes if you get seasick. Just bear with me for a minute. Okay. Okay, so that's tight. Tighter. So that's tight. This should be a little bit more. Okay, let's adjust that. There we go. All right. So I ordered a box, a beginner crochet dishcloth kit box from We Crochet, which is a Knit Picks website, because I wanted to more dish. I wanted to try their dishy. I got little bits of paper where I had my grandson yesterday. He'll be 1 in July, but he was tearing up paper. I got little bits of paper. I found little bits of paper everywhere where he was tearing the paper up. But anyway, I ordered the box and I ordered some more stuff with the box. The package that I ordered was this right here. It came packed like that, and it also had a crochet hook, which I'm practicing with, because this hook is slightly different from my Susan Bates hook. It doesn't have see how pointy the Susan Bates hook. It's kind of awkward. I don't know if it's gonna focus. I hope it does. But you see how pointy the Susan Bates hook is at the top. You can kind of see it there from the side. So it's more pointed. Well, this hook is rounded at the top. It's rounded at the top. There you go. So, and it's a little bit more recessed feeling. Got like a deeper gap between the throat and the rest of the hook. As you can see that. If I can get these to stay on their sides, you can see. Okay. There we go. So now you can see how the gap is deeper in the Knit Picks hook. So I have a little bit of a learning curve, so I can't go at my normal speed. People who seen me crochet, they know how fast I crochet, so I'm having to learn a little. I mean, I like the way these hooks feel. I really do love the way these hooks feel. And They're beautiful hooks as well. But I don't, they don't have the size. So you have to use a hook size needle sizer, because I don't see the size anywhere on these needles. So yeah, but it feels great, and it's a little bit longer than the Susan Bates hooks. With me, I have big hands, so I really like that fact that it's a little bit longer, so it's not digging into my palm. That's why all my hooks have these cushions on the end of them, so it doesn't dig into my palm because I do have big hands. So I like the feel of it, so I ordered the hook set, which comes with a 3.5 all the way up to a K, which is a 6.5. If I need anything bigger than that, I already have hooks that size. So yeah, I got the set, and this goes into my bag that I usually take for projects. So I'm just gonna keep this in that bag, so I always have hooks on hand. Because my Susan Bates hooks, because they change manufacturers from countries from time to time, like this is Mexico, and I found that the USA ones, which are old, and I have a few of those still that I haven't lost, and the ones from Mexico, these were the best ones as far as for me for quality and consistency and performance. So if I lost a hook and I went and bought another one and it was from Mexico or USA, I didn't have any problems with the hooks. They worked beautifully. But once the manufacturing was sent over to China, the quality of these hooks fell down, in my opinion, because um, some of the tips shapes changed, like they weren't being milled properly or finished properly. So the top of the hook shapes changed. Some were more rounded. Some were like this weird, odd shape. It wasn't even the beveled look at the top of the hook. Some of them, the throats were deeper, or the throats weren't cut deep enough so that your yarn kept popping out when you were crocheting. And like I crochet fast, which is why I love this particular style of hook, because it allows me to crochet at a faster rate than I can when I try using what's those people's bow type style hooks. And I only really use those hooks if I'm trying to work on an amigurumi or something where I need to have a tight stitch, or I need to have a pointier head to get in between those stitches and to work. And which I don't use them that often because they're just very uncomfortable for me. So it came packaged like this, and it had the hook. The hook was in its own little packaging. And so the hook was in the box in its own packaging. But like I said, I'm practicing with it. And it came with the J hook. I'm using the H hook out of my bag. I'll show you guys the hook. The hook that it came with is this hook, which is colored differently than the hook set that I have. I have the Majestic hook set, and I can't remember the name of this color way for their hooks, but their construction is very consistent. I would say that much. So you can see how deep the gap is in the throat, between the throat and the head of the hook. You can see it's rounded at the top, and it has like the slight inline bevel right there, but it's very slight compared to the Bates hook, which doesn't really use it for anything. It's just there for appearance's sake. So I'll put this back in there so I won't lose it. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this back in my bag so I know where it's at. So I'll be saying, "Oh my God, I'm gonna put it in my bag," and then they'll be like, "It's not in there. You lost them already." So, and I don't. I have what do I do with the paper? I don't know. I have my grandson in here, so I don't know where anything is at right now. So I can't even tell you guys how much stuff costs. That's just how discombobulated things are right now. Because it's like you're grabbing stuff and putting it out the way so he can't snatch it and tear it, but he likes to tear paper. And I don't know where my invoice is, so I apologize for that. Not being able to show you guys the invoice. I don't know what I did with it. If I come across it on a later broadcast or podcast or whatever you want to call these little get-togethers of mine, I will tell you guys how much everything costs. It's gonna drive me crazy. Okay, I found it. All right, so um, this just says what's in there. It doesn't have the prices. Huh? Was there more than one sheet? No. Bear with me 1 minute, guys. Comments. Okay, so and I can see why they would split a lot of their more crochet style products and yarns that are more suited for crochet into its own website. Because if you are strictly a crocheter and you have no interest in knitting ephemera and paraphernalia, then you feel more comfortable on a site that's more geared towards a crocheter, to have yarn with twists more suited to crocheting, um, yarn blends that crocheters typically gravitate towards, be it 100% acrylic to acrylic blends, cotton blends, books about crochet, things that we would use when we crochet versus when you knit. I crochet, knit, and knit, so it really doesn't matter to me which site I went to. I knew what I was looking for. But this is nice for people who don't knit, to just have a site they can go to where they feel more confident in the products and whatnot. So let me see if I can find my email where I purchased it, and I can tell y'all how much stuff costs. Well, I'm gonna actually have to search. I'll tell you. Okay, I found the invoice. So the 3 Clementine Dishy Twists, these were a separate order. These I got to make some stuff for my baby sister. She loves oranges and burnt orange, and so I got this Dishy Twist to make some dish cloths for her, for my baby sister. So there's 3 of those, and they were $11.97 total for all 3. It's 100% cotton, size 4 yarn, but it does not look like a size 4 yarn. This does not look like a size 4 yarn. Definitely doesn't look like a 4. It's tightly twisted, so it might swell and bloom a little, since it is 100% cotton. So it might swell up to be a true size 4, but it doesn't look like one. And then I got the crochet hook set, which was my big expense. It was $39.99. And then the actual dishcloth neutral kit was $16.99. So in the kit it comes in this little box. It has the hook. It has this little book of crochet, and it says knit picks right up there. So it's got some instructions on how to crochet, and then it has some easy patterns for you to use to make your dishcloths. And I got the neutral set because I wanted I like those colors. And you can use this cotton for other things. It's a nice feeling cotton. It's not hard or rough feeling at all. So you could use this cotton yarn to make other things besides dishcloths. But I just got the neutral one. So it teaches you basic stitches and a couple of patterns so you can make some dishcloths. Okay. And maybe 16 bucks. You get 3 skeins of yarn. And the 3 skeins of yarn by themselves is almost the same price. And you get a crochet hook. And you get the book. And their packaging has these little airwave biodegradable air pockets instead of those plastic ones. I'm like, if they could make them like this to start with, why weren't they? Why weren't people making them like this to start with? Why were they even putting those plastic fillers inside these packages? It didn't, it's just strange how things come about. So that was my yarn purchase. Okay. Now, as far as spinning is concerned, right now I'm still spinning this yarn. But like I said, I had the grandson and the granddaughter for a while yesterday, so I didn't get a lot done. But this is the color that I'm on part of it I'm on right now. I took and I pulled off this and I broke it into sections because it was just too much of this in the middle of the color. So I'm putting this more towards the end, and I separated out. I split the roving, so I have this little nest of the roving as well. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to break apart this part here, and I'm going to alternate between this and this green turquoisey sections, so that I get more of a variety in the striping. So yeah, so that's what I'm spinning right now. I would drag my wheel out and take the bobbin off, but that's a lot of noise. It's noisy enough in here. So all right, so as far as art, what have I been doing art wise? I've been trying to sketch every day, but when I have the G Monster, that's what I call my granddaughter, I can't always get around to sketching, but I managed to get this one done yesterday. And the one before that was this one right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's light because I was going to go back in and do some more work to it, but I haven't got around to it. But I did get a sketch in, and I started the sketch last night. So I'm still trying to do my sketching. I finished a virus shawl. If you follow me on Instagram, then you've seen the finished virus shawl. Give me a second, and I will screen share, and I will show you what I was working on, what I finished. Dee Dee posted her picture of her garden. Okay. There we go. All right. So let's go to screen share. Stay right there. Okay, so there we go. So this is the virus shawl that I started, and the yarn that I was using is from it's a Lion brand yarn, the ice cream yarn, and the colorway is it's 100% acrylic. and the colorway is strawberry freeze, however you say it. It's probably French. Who knows? So that's the colorway that I used. I still have one skein of that left, and I ordered it from Mary Matson several months ago, like probably a year ago. It's been a while since I ordered that. So yeah. So I started this virus shawl. When was this? April 21st is when I made a post. So that's probably the day I started it, or I might have started it at night before I went to bed. And then this is the finished shawl right here. So yeah. All right. So now I'm trying to switch back to my regular screen. Boom. All right. So and that's over at my Instagram, and my Instagram name is She Spins, just like here. So yeah. So what I'm working on now is another virus shawl, and this is for the doctor, one of my doctors, and that one, the pink one, is for the nurse that took care of me doing a procedure, and then this is for the doctor who did the procedure. And so she likes oranges. So this is I got this out of the bargain bin, believe it or not. This is Universal Yarn. It is an alpaca. Where is it at? 60% acrylic, 20% alpaca, and 20% mohair. Mohair is considered the nylon of the natural fiber world. And so then you got the acrylic and you got the alpaca. So this yarn shouldn't stretch or get out of shape. But because it's a shawl, even if it did because of the alpaca content or the acrylic, that nylon should snap it back in place. So yeah, this is very, very, very soft, but it also has a halo. I don't know how good you guys can see it. See, it's like fuzzy. So that's called a halo. That's where the fibers tend to stick out, get fuzzy, a little fuzzy. It doesn't really peel. I haven't seen that it peeled. Because B's been kind of rough with this yarn and it hasn't peeled. And but it's a beautiful yarn, and it was in the bargain bin at AC Moore before they closed down their shops. Let me see how many yards is up here for y'all. It has 306 yards per skein. And it's so it can be blocked out. So this shawl might take one skein. I might put two in. I'm not sure. Or another partial one in there. I'm not sure yet, but it's beautiful yarn and wonderful to work with, not splitty or anything. So I'm glad I picked that up from the bargain bin before they closed. But so yeah, so I'm working on this, and that's about a half an ounce, a little bit more than a half an ounce left. So I'm probably gonna have to break into another skein. But if I blocked it, I wouldn't have to. I don't like blocking. I usually try and get other people to block stuff for me. So yeah. Now we're going to get into the world of art. So let me put my color wheel away. Yeah. So I'm just telling you guys that my daily blood pressure log, by having it in this little book, it is working like a champ. I haven't done my blood sugars and stuff today, so I'm going to have to do that and after I get off of this broadcast. But it is working like a champ, and I put my address in here, so if it's lost, it can be returned to me. Because I got to turn this into my doctor in July, August, somewhere around there when I have my next A1C checkup. But it is working like a champ. And I'm going to see if she has some more of these sheets so I can make a bigger log. Because what I'm also doing is I'm doing my morning blood sugars as well and putting those over here in this column. And I'm going to suggest to her that she actually puts a column for her diabetics who have to check their blood sugars for their morning blood sugar. Since you're doing both at the same time, you should put them in the same log. it makes it easy to keep track of stuff. So yeah, so and then by this little decoration on it, it makes me look for it in the morning when I come in here just to get ready for work, since I'm working from home right now. So art wise, so what I'm gonna be doing today is I'm gonna be gluing stuff down in random patterns and shapes. Um, but I'll show y'all what I've worked on since the last time you saw me. I don't know if I shared this with y'all or not. So yeah, I think I showed these to you, but I'm gonna show them again just in case. Okay, so all right. So I think on my last broadcast, I was finding the shapes in some of these, and so we'll go over those as well. Okay. All right. So these are some of the ones that I was looking for shapes inside of the where I dragged these index cards through some excess paint. And like this looked like a Adam's apple. That's like the neck, hairline, the chin, and then that was like the mouth and nostrils. No nostrils, not nostrils, but above the lip. And then that was the nose. And this was like this shaggy hair. It was just a weird thought process on that one. And like then this one was like a little Frankenstein type monster over in the corner. And then this was like a lion shape over here. And this one I found two faces in it. Like over here, this face, and then over here, this face. And then I just did like the hair thingy in between for that one. I haven't done that one yet. So I had started on this one, but I wasn't quite sure what it was that I was seeing, so I stopped. But yeah, but it's fun looking for shapes and faces in these round. Oh, okay, so the face is over here. I need to go ahead and what to do with my pen. So I found the face. I found the face. Okay, so this face. And this stringy like hair. So yeah, so I found the face in that one. Yeah, I mean, but that's it's very relaxing looking for shapes in these random blotches. All I did was, like I said, I had excess paint on the picture I was working on. I just dragged this into the paint, and like here's another face. It's like a old person, and the eyes don't match up, and it's not symmetrical. That's the fun is not finding a perfect shape or face. The fun is just finding shapes and faces. They call it matrixing when you do that. So you had a little face down there. So that's the fun in it. right there. Here's like the eye right here for that one. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. So try it. If you're feeling stuck, just put some blobs on the paint, just drag it through, let it dry, spray it with some water. That's how I got these um splotches. I just sprayed it with some water and it spread the paint out, it splattered the paint. And that's how I got that effect. So okay. So I'm gonna set those over here to the side. And so this is the other one I was working on. I think you guys might have saw that one before, where I was going through looking for different shapes. So they're like some shark looking fish. You got like a teeth and weird fish right there, and some little animal looking thing, and these little heads. Just little random shapes that you find in the paint. Like this looks like a heart with 3 little sections to it, sticking out from beneath something. Like that could be like a cloud. Puffy thing down there. Just, it's all you have to do. This actually looks like a dot, that candy. There's another head right here, the shoulder. And that kind of looks like a scarf or something, that's something, a ribbon or something that's floating away. And there we go with that. This looks like some type of a rock. So just, yeah, just, it's fun, guys. It's fun. Hey, Ashley, I miss you too. Kimmy's getting too grown. Lock her in her room until she's 40. So these are my pedal sites. So these are, I like these. They're just dragging through, practicing some brush strokes, and I took a Q-tip and rubbed out the center portions and put faces in there. And then on the bottom of this one, it was like a strawberry thing, so I just put a strawberry at the bottom. Those were lots of fun too. So this is a Barb Owens number FA Flame and Fiber podcast, FAF 2021 something hashtag. It's over on my Instagram. But I was trying to do a landscape. If from a distance you can see it, it looks nice from a distance, but up close to me it just looks like trash. But hey, everybody else liked it. So then I was practicing again, trying to do the rocks. And I actually found a face in this rock, and I want to outline it so bad. But I'm not going to do that. And I was trying to do clouds, and they came out sucky. And I actually, like, this looks like lips right here. And that kind of looks like a nose tilted up right here, like a Joker smile. And I want to outline it so bad, but I'm not going to do it. And there's another face down here, like it's on his side. Like that's the mouth down there. And there's like no nose, like a skeleton type thing down here. But I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. So then I tried to do the landscape again, and I got better with the rocks. I got better with my distancing. Still not what I'm envisioning when I'm working on these, but it's better. This is too dark compared to the picture. It's a lot darker compared to the picture. It's like it was the afternoon or almost dusk. Whereas the picture, it was very bright outside. So I got to work on my color matching. But this one came out better than the first one. And it's on a scrap piece of paper. So that's what I'm doing. I'm practicing on the scrap paper on one of my cheaper watercolor books, watercolor pads. I don't want to use my nice paper until I have mastered some of the brush strokes and stuff like that. But not necessarily mastered, but got better at it. So, and this is like where I was just, dropping paint. This is like my, what do you call it? Your test piece of paper. You just throw stuff down on it when you're trying to get a color right. So that's what this was. And I just saturated it with water to see what the mud it would make. But I had a lot of fun working on this one, practicing brush strokes and practicing trying to make stuff bleed into each other, like watching the colors bleed into the other things, other brush strokes. So this one was a lot of fun. I don't know what it is about this one, but it really, this one really calls to me. It made me, I just had a lot of fun doing this one, just watching those colors just blend into each other. And this made me think of a heart, the way it ended up. Like those, like the aorta is up here and the vena cava is up here, and you got your left ventricle, your right ventricles, But that's what this part that merged together made me think of, a heart. So like the heart is like pumping the blood through all these other logos and stuff, the way it bled out. And all I did was like color down. Like I put some color down. First I did I did like the squiggles and stuff. And then just it was with a real wet brush when I did the squiggles. I just watched the colors just follow the squiggles. It was very meditative. So if you haven't tried that, then just do it for fun. And I don't even want to cut this up. I just something about it. I just like it. It just I don't know. It's a weird way to explain it, but yeah. So today, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be gluing into this Canson sketch pad. I actually found this in the freaking thrift store. Never been used. It was in the thrift store. Brand new. I got it for $2.25. I think if you got it from Michael's or somewhere, this thing is probably like $15-$20. So, and it's from where I put that what's that stuff called? The puff paint. The puff paint is dry. It's just has that sticky, not tacky. It's not even tacky feeling. It's just the texture sticking to the other page. So I'm rubbing up against that. I didn't ever put fixative over there. But this is one of the streams. This right here. I forgot what we were doing. So, yeah. And that's just random doodles and you're bored. So let me see. Okay, so I got a blank page here. So this is where we're going to do our gluing at today. And let me finally get my glue. Find a glue stick. Glue. Glue brush. Soften that up. Acrylic gesso. And matte medium. We're going to see what we can do with these scraps. So this is like one of those little watercolor test sheets, and I just cut it up into pieces. I was just testing the colors. And so we're going to do some gluing today and cut some of these pieces up some more. So let's glue this onto the page. I'm gonna keep those for test sheets. Insomnia needs them. This was on the bottom of that picture. I cut the picture off this picture right here. This is down here. So yeah. It looks like a bad wig pulled down onto her head. So I'm just gonna be cutting this up and then randomly like just gluing stuff. So yeah. Yeah. How's your garden, Ash? How much stuff did you plant this year? I know you got chickens now. Let me know when they start laying eggs and you start getting too many eggs. Today is Luna's second birthday. And you guys haven't even properly met her because of the COVID. Yeah, I started some more seeds. When was it? Thursday, I think, when we were outside. And oh God, the pollen is so freaking bad because we need to get some rain and knock some of this pollen out the air. I mean, I go out there and that's why my throat is like this now. I've been up for a long time, but my voice is still jacked up from the sneezing and the pollen and stuff. And it's yeah. I thought we would have had some more rain by now. It looked like we were gonna get some rain the other morning, but we didn't get it. We didn't get anything. Yeah, they're gonna take her to the zoo. And if anybody wants to go, they can go. I'm not sure how I feel about going out in the public just yet. Even though I got my shots, with all those variants around, I think I would be home. So did they cancel the Kentucky Derby, or y'all just didn't want to? They didn't go this year. I don't follow horse racing, so. You watched it on television. Was it like like a Zoom, everybody watching it together kind of thing, or? I'm not fussy cutting this stuff because I don't have the patience for it, and I don't have the scissors for it. And I might go get my DD box of goodness and see if there's some more stuff in there that I can glue down with some of this stuff and have some fun. And I like these edges that the watercolors make, so that's another reason why I'm not fussy cutting this, because the edges are interesting to me anyway. Ah, I'm glad that you got to spend some time with somebody. So is she driving? Are y'all letting her drive? She's not a horrible driver. I don't know. I just envision Akimi like hunkered over and driving like a mad person. Like, like go speed racer go. She's like that manic driver that you see in the girl manic girl driver in the movies that's late for work or something. That's how I see Akimi. Or being frustrated and wanting to honk her horns at people. Get out of my way. Where'd you get your license? She drives slow. Ah, if she drives slower than me, then whoa, daddy, you're gonna be getting some people blowing by her and giving her the finger. But the good thing about it is if she drives cautiously and slowly, you won't have to worry about no tickets. That's for sure. And usually if anything happens, it won't be her fault. So that's good. That's very responsible of her. Well, I'm glad she didn't inherit her mama's driving skills then. And you aren't that bad. You forget I've ridden with you before. It wasn't bad enough to have me praying. And I wasn't scared. You didn't make my blood pressure go up, so you ain't that bad. I know one thing. I wish I could afford a trip to go out to where's it, Germany that she's in? All that cake, all those sweets she's making. Oh my god! It's like every time I go on Instagram, it's like I gain 5 pounds just looking at bakes what she's posting. Oh, looks so good and yummy. Like she should have opened her own bakery here. I'll probably weigh a bazillion pounds though. So is that one of her goals? Is she gonna open her own bakery here in the U.S. or is she gonna stay over there living the high life? Idaho or Kansas? Uh, that's just as bad as being over in Germany. Well, at least we could visit. We could get together and I could actually afford a plane ticket there. we could plan a trip. She gonna be working for another like lodge type place or rest hotel, fine cuisine. Or she's gonna be working for like a bakery. The Stanley Bakery on Ohio of Idaho. So you don't go in there. I'm gonna put you over there. All right, so I got these pieces. I'm trying to think. Oh, I forgot this one. Okay, still got one. Mm-hmm. No, you and Laura, you're the only two people from my pay it forward that haven't gotten their stuff. I got to make arrangements so that we can meet up, so I can give y'all's yarn. All right, so let me get where is my box of DD goodness? I had to move it so that the minion couldn't get into it. I think I see it. All right, so let's see what we got in here that we can use. Mm-hmm. That's so pretty. All right, I'm looking for some stuff to add to this. Sent me a Christmas door. And this is like, I'm not a mixed media aficionado. This is just me having some fun with some of the stuff that Dee Dee sent me and some of my stuff, my watercoloring. But still gonna have fun. Put one of those owls in there. Shipping box. Okay. All right. So let's see what we can do with this jump. I have a kind of an idea. This go over here. So what are you knitting right now, Ash? You doing test knits or you knitting for you? Okay. Um, oops. Okay, so those are going to be together. Those are going to be together. All right. Let's see. What project are you working on right now? Like, what are you knitting? Every time somebody sees me working on my virus shawl, they keep asking me, is that new Stephen West shawl? And I don't even know what they're talking about. Hey lady, how are you doing? Okay, that's fine. I hope you've been doing well. Can't get this on. trying to make it look like she's kind of looking up, but it is what it is. I'm not the greatest with angles and stuff like that when it comes to drawing. So if it looks weird, oh well. Okay, so I think that conveys enough information right there. All right. So, yeah. Right, so move this other stuff over to the side. Yeah. Moving stuff down. I gotta find uh easy to use software for zooming my camera in and out. I know that much. Because this isn't a Logitech camera, so it's hard to get it to zoom in and out. Unless I'm in like UCam or something like that. Yeah. All right. Okay. And since this is a wire bound book, I shouldn't have the issue of it fluffing up and breaking the spine, so I don't have to worry about that. I shouldn't have to worry about that. This is a golden matte medium that I'm putting on the back of this heart. So put it in place. And Dee Dee says you have to put it on the back and the front. So that's what I'm doing. Trying to glue it down. All right. My little people's right here. Yeah, I see you've been doing a lot of knitting. You were showing a lot of projects the other day in your last video that I saw. What else you have planned? Oh, that's right. You just listening in. But you can answer me later. Yes. Oh, I like the back of that too. have a card. Oh, trying to see if I can find something with a hard enough edge to smooth that out with. Let's see what we have. Got an old Starbucks card or something. Hey, when does this expire? Yeah, don't say. That probably has already. Use Costco card. And so this Sharpie is supposed to be waterproof, but it's not. It's lifting up some. Supposed to dry anyway, like that. But it's lifting. All right. So that's good enough for me though. Um, Well, they haven't bothered us again, but we're still waiting for the survey. The surveyor has been backed up because it's a buyer's market right now. So we're still waiting for him to come out and do the survey. Which we shouldn't have to, because we have a survey from when we purchased our property. But, better safe than sorry, according to our lawyer. So we're just going to do it again so they can see the surveyor out there doing the work. And if they have questions for the surveyor, they can ask him at that time. And then that'll actually end everything. And if it doesn't, then we end up going to court. It's that simple. All right. So I wanted to put this card in here too. Put it right there. So what you're not seeing me doing is just gluing stuff off screen. We're putting the matte medium on the back of stuff off screen. Because, yeah. Let me put this right here. And then after all this dries, I'll do another stream. I'm probably going to go in there with colored pencil. And play around with it some. But I can't use the watercolor paper in there unless I just don't mind the color bleeding. Once it gets wet with this matte medium, it bleeds through. So I'm gonna have to use that for a different project. Maybe get a watercolor paper and glue these pieces onto, and then just let them bleed out on it. You can see where the orange is right there. So let this dry. And then on another day, I will go at it with my watercolor, not my watercolor, but my color pencils. But I'm enjoying this. it was a good way to spend the morning. Not really thinking about anything. Just putting some stuff down on paper. That's just some fiber from some stuff I've been spending on my drop spindles. That's fine. If I can get it there. There we go. It's a mixed medium. All right. Let me make sure my lid is clean before I screw it back on. Okay. This was fun. This was a lot of fun. I actually bought an one of those air thingies, but I don't feel like listening to that noise this morning because I don't know. I guess because I feel a little bit under the weather because of my allergies. I just don't deal with noise, a lot of noise, that well. So I'm getting up my trash and stuff. I really like that piece of paper that came with the stuff that Dee Dee sent me. And yeah, I'm just gonna put these watercolor pieces in that box. Then I gotta get this up because I hear the G monster is up. She'll be down, so I can tell her happy birthday in a little bit. But yeah, so this was a lot of fun. Don't really know what it means, but it was just fun putting it down on the paper. And I still like that. I figure out something to use my little ship in a bottle with. It's embossed. I kind of like this side too, but then the writing will be backwards. It's a way too far off land. Go sell. Let's go sell away to far off land is what it says. So I have to figure out something else to use that with. But that's it for today. Thank you guys for joining me. Hopefully I will be back up here soon. So y'all take care.